And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. It's time to go into that mailbag, and you never know what you're going to get from The Factor viewers. So here's a question. Is it possible to date in 2022 without having sex? A viewer wrote into The Factor telling us they're interested in seeing someone new, but they want to keep it in their pants while getting to know their partner, or actually they said they didn't want to have sex at all while dating, period. Now, is that something you can go for? Well, we had to bring in Dr. Angela Jones, our relationship expert, and ask her, is that relationship doomed, or will that person ever find someone not willing to have sex with them? Take a look.
So, Dr. Jones, let's go to the mailbag for this one. This person says, I want to be in a relationship, but never, ever have sex. How do I navigate that in the dating world?
Well, it's possible, hard, but possible, right?
Okay, all right. Well, explain that to me.
So basically, you are going to go through a lot of people. A lot of people are not.
At least you're not going through them sexually.
Let's just put that out there. Like, you're going to be going through a lot of people, and the reason you're going to go through a lot of people is because I would suggest you talk about that early on in the dating, right? Maybe date 2 or 3. You don't have to bring it up in date 1 because you don't really want to talk about sexual stuff on date 1. But 2 or 3, you might want to let them know either I'm celibate, or I haven't been active before, or I'm saving myself for marriage. But you need to bring that up early because sex is an important part of a relationship, whether it's marriage or it's before marriage. Maybe you don't ever want to get married, but you have to talk about, like, this is what journey I'm on, and I don't ever want to have sex. So I can't expect someone I'm dating to just be like, okay, I'm cool with that, right? You have to find someone who's either on that same journey or someone who's okay with being with you during that journey.
So you might want to just start on christianmingle.com.
I mean, that would be probably a good idea to do that. But that's if you're Christian. But I mean, there's a lot of people who go through this and they don't consider themselves Christian, right? They're either going on a spiritual cleanse or something that they're doing for themselves that they want someone to do it with, but you can't withhold this from someone and expect them to be okay when you kind of throw it on them a couple of months in. You got to go ahead and bring it up early because honestly, you don't want to waste your time and you don't want to waste their time. Some people really value having a sexual connection with their partner early on in a relationship because they feel like that brings them closer to them. And if that is their journey, that's fine, but it's not yours, and you need to let them know.
Now, what if you're one of the people who has agreed to date someone who says, I'm not going to have sex, but you're hopeful, you're praying that this person will change their mind, and you're in that relationship with the anticipation that they will at some point change their mind and give in and have sex?
You know, honestly, I've seen that happen. And the question I will always ask you is, why would you want someone to just give in to having sex with you? You want it to be a mutual type of, the whole time you're in the relationship, what are you doing? Like trying to convince them to have sex? And then what if they have sex with you and they regret it and they resent you for it? That's why that's not a good idea. Like if you're going, that's like people or women saying, you know, I'm going to get into this relationship and I'm going to change him. No, you're not. You know, don't do that. You're wasting your time. You're doing it all for the wrong reason. So if you're going into a relationship, you're like, you know, I'm going to make her want to have sex with me. That kind of sounds creepo anyway. You don't want to be that person.
Not creepo. Come on, Dr.
You know,
not creepo.
You don't want to be that. You don't want to be that person, but you also don't want to be the person that makes them do something that they have been holding on to, and they did it with you and they regret it because now you are the sign of what they did, and now you signify that.
Now, is it possible if you agree to their rules of not having sex, but could you eventually come to the point of regretting them for not ever giving in?
Right. Yeah, you can. So that's why you don't take it lightly. So if you're on the other end and somebody's saying, I don't ever want to have sex, you don't want to just go ahead in that moment and say, okay, that's cool. I really would say, you know, let me think about that to see if that's something that I really want to take, you know, part of my life, because now your whole life is going to have to shift as well. So this is going to be a mutual journey. And then you have to ask yourself, is this someone I want to do that journey with? Right. So I would say if somebody approaches you and say, hey, I don't want to have sex, respect them for their decision. Right. But you have to ask them, I need time. I need time to think about that, to see if that's something that I really want to do, because it's okay if you take some, and it's also okay for you to say, no, I don't want to do that.
Right, right. And as you would say, that's a big commitment if you are not agreeable with that. You're not agreeing with that, the decision that the person has made. Thank you,
Right.
Dr. Angela Jones. For those who would like to get in contact with you and get more information, where should they go?
You could go to my website at angelajonesphd.com, or you could go to my Instagram page at Dr. Angela Jones.